Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the It's Just Dinner podcast. I'm your host, Tom Robinson. With me, as always, sitting right next to me is Bob Walz.
Yes, Tom, this is an exciting night. I've been waiting for this for an entire month. I've been so excited to come here tonight.
So, tonight, we are at Jurassic Taco in Orem.
Yes, we are.
And what a place.
Well, I've been waiting because I got to try the keto taco that they have.
You know, we have the guy to talk to you about the keto taco.
That's what I understand here. We have the originator, the inventor of the keto taco.
Sitting right here in front of me is the owner of Jurassic Taco.
Yes, I love this man.
Fernando Felix, welcome.
Thank you guys for coming. Welcome to Jurassic Tacos.
Well, thank you.
Nice
it's great to be here. It's really great to be here. And so, Fernando, I understand that you started in your driveway. You started this restaurant in your driveway here in Orem.
That's correct. I started my business out of my driveway, and selling tacos to my neighbors.
Really? How fun. And so then it was so popular you decided to turn it into a business.
Well, I tried to do it as a business size day one, but my budget was short, So selling tacos to my neighbors daily, weekly, every Saturday, Friday, Saturdays. And then, it turned well. After 1 year selling tacos, buy my first food truck.
Wow.
And then start a business.
And the rest is history.
And you now have 8 food trucks.
We do have 8 food trucks, and we are planning to open 4 restaurants this year.
Wow. This is the American dream.
American dream.
Franchise, pretty soon you're going to go nationwide.
That's correct.
Everywhere in America there'll be a Jurassic Taco.
It's going to be the next Taco Bell.
And you have one here in Orem, and then where's your other store?
Well, we have one here in Orem and Blessing Grove. We have the second one.
Okay.
And we open our third one next month in Spanish Fork.
Oh, in Spanish Fork.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
That's
Great. So what makes Jurassic Taco unique?
These tacos are a little different than everybody else, just because our meats are a little more like thickness. We have more. Every piece of steaks we marinate ourselves. Most of the taco places around, they're good. I love tacos, but they use different cuts on the meats, and we use a prime cuts meats. They're pretty pricey for street tacos, but that's what makes it.
And I have had one.
I'm waiting. I haven't had one yet.
They're heavenly. Absolutely heavenly.
You guys are killing me. I got to get one of these things here, and I've got to do this darn podcast.
If somebody comes into Jurassic Taco, what should they get? What's the one item that you just think they should have?
I think I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys. As you see, we have a lot of awards behind you guys. And we won the Taco Fest 3 years in a row.
Wow.
Over 30 taco trucks.
Wow.
In Utah, in the State Fairgrounds in Salt Lake City. And we won with the Raptor Taco.
The Raptor?
The Raptor Taco.
What is on a Raptor Taco?
Yeah, dinosaur meat, of course. What else?
It's not available today, man. But we do have, the Raptor Taco is a flour tortilla with melted cheese. It has a spread of spicy beans. It has carne asada and the Anaheim pepper between the cheese and the beans. Non-spicy pepper, really flavorful. That taco is a bomb. It's so good.
Just the way you say it makes me want one.
Wow. You can tell
taco's been one of those tacos.
You can hear the passion in his voice.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Except I could kind of feel the hot sauce in there. When he was saying that, it was making my lips tingle just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, right? It was like, spicy beans,
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
So we've got a huge. It's getting to be a big crowd in here tonight, and it looks like mostly college-age kids. Does that seem to be the demographic that come to your taco places, or all ages?
During the week, yes. Weekends, we have a lot of families going on. During lunch, we have a lot of companies that came here around. We're in the middle of everybody,
Right.
As you see right now, we have a lot of students around.
Yeah, right.
And then usually
they're coming for the It's Just Dinner deal, which we'll have you tell
hopefully
them.
They come back,
Yeah.
We do have a lot of students. We're in the middle of the 2 biggest universities in Utah, so,
Now, kind of the premise of our podcast is to that's why we call it It's Just Dinner, to get people to get together and just have conversation. And it seems like this is a place where you can facilitate that quite easily. because you can get dinner here. It's not overly expensive like a restaurant. It's reasonably priced. You could come here on a first date, and you've got an environment here where people could engage in conversation.
That's correct.
And so do you see a lot of that going on?
Well, I wish I had more students around.
We do too.
Yeah, right? But I mean, we have more families than couples on the daily basis. But
well, we're going to fix that.
we
Yes,
have to.
that's right.
We have to.
Now, Tom, so people who come in, they get a deal here tonight.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You want to tell everybody what the deal is real quick?
So it's really affordable. $15. You can get 2 tacos, side of chips, and a drink.
Wow,
And
what a deal.
We have a salsa bar that you can put whatever toppings on top of the tacos that you want.
What
you
a
can
deal.
make a monster tacos
Wow.
with $15.
Well,
Wow.
thank you so much.
That is
for
a heck of a
helping us
deal.
out. So,
Thank you guys again.
okay, thank you, Fernando.
See ya.
Yeah, thanks so much.
What a deal, huh?
This is great tonight.
So
This
we're
is,
starting to get students in tonight. This is
I-
exciting.
This is the first time I wish this podcast was over so that I could go over there and get that keto taco.
we are going to have to eat tonight.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Good
Well,
eating tonight.
it looks like we have lots of kids here, which is a good thing, right?
Yeah, we seem to see a lot of people here, and I see couples talking. I think, was that part of the deal that you offered
That was-
students? They had to come here with a date?
Yes, when we promoted this, it was you had to bring a date, and you have to actually come eat. So you can't just walk in and then just say, hey, I'm here. So
Right.
they had to actually come in and have a meal together, and so they had to bring a date. They had to sit down. They get the 2 tacos, 2 drinks, and chips for $15. What a
Wow.
deal.
That is a really good deal, you know, and the concept here that we're talking about, Tom, is that it doesn't cost a lot of money to meet someone and
No.
engage in conversation for an hour.
And to have fun.
For just $15, you can invite someone. It doesn't have to be that this is going to, you look in their eyes and this might be the future wife. This
right.
is just an opportunity to sit down with somebody for an hour, eat some delicious dinosaur tacos,
Oh, yeah.
and be able to get to know someone a
Right.
little better.
To sit across from them, to face them, and to have a great meal and be
Yeah.
able to talk.
Yes. For those of you who are just listening and not watching, there is a guy in a big inflatable dinosaur costume
There
that's
he
standing
is.
outside the door, and I think that's drawing attention to this place.
Everyone is coming in. They're getting their picture with the dinosaur.
Yes. And so we, just in the last 15 minutes, the crowd here has doubled.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah.
This is fun.
And so I thought, Tom, that they were coming here to see us, but you'll notice that none of them are actually coming over here. and
Not
looking
one
at us.
of them is looking at us.
And so I wonder if we haven't made a mistake here because technically you and I are dinosaurs.
We
and so this is a fitting place for us to be at.
it is
Jurassic
it
Tacos.
is a fitting place for us. But clearly the food is attracting all the attention tonight.
And the
so
food looks really good.
yeah.
It will be interesting to see how many people they get who've taken up the offer to come here and
We did a lot of promoting.
Yeah,
we
I
were
think-
over on campus. We had our dinosaur was over on campus talking to people today, and they were playing rock, paper, scissors.
right.
They were sending out, I didn't realize, this shows how old I am, but they don't have paper invitations anymore. They just airdrop the
Yes.
invitation to everybody. So
It's a new world.
It's a new world.
New
and
modern world.
These kids I have working with us tonight are just amazing.
Yeah.
And they've been a real help, so they're out trying to gather up people to get them to come in and enjoy the great deal that we have going on.
So I think are we giving away gift
We are
cards?
giving away gift cards tonight. I've got a raffle going on,
Oh,
and then we are going to do some Instagram giveaways for
Wow.
everyone that posts a picture tonight.
it's been interesting since we've been doing this podcast, Tom, that, I talk to a lot of people who, every time I talk to them, I explain to them, especially people who are in what we call the young single adult age,
Yes.
of just how widespread this problem is of dysfunctional dating.
It's not. I don't think it just is in here in the Provo-Orem
No,
area. I think
no.
it's something that is systemic
Yes.
throughout the country.
Well, and somehow we seem to have lost, in many cases, that ability to just go out and meet people and
Yeah.
have conversations.
Yeah.
I think COVID kind of accelerated that and made
It
it
did.
even more difficult because then you couldn't really have a conversation with someone the fear they would kill you or you would
Right,
kill them.
right.
And so I think we're kind of coming out of that. And so it'll be interesting to see if people are able to jump back into this idea of just meeting people that you don't know and having conversations.
Right, and
them.
we started this by the idea that, look, you need to get out of this idea of dating.
Right.
And you need to get into this idea of just meeting each other and having fun and talking.
Right.
Because that's what leads to dating.
Yes.
Is getting to know someone and talking to them.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why it's so important that you just sit and talk. And this is a great atmosphere for
Right.
it. And you look around, you see everybody talking, you see guys and girls across from each other, and they're talking and enjoying their company and having a meal. And a meal is one of the things we all have in common.
Right.
Because we all eat, right?
Well, to a certain extent, we all do. Hopefully so. But when I have conversations, a lot of times the things that disconnect this is there seems to be so much pressure that's put on dating and so much fear.
And I think that's the problem here in Utah.
And we need to get away from that and realize that a conversation is just that.
Right.
It's just a conversation.
Nothing more than that.
Right. And if you don't expect more from that, then it works well.
Right. Because one of the problems we have is that everybody's expecting to get married.
Right.
And we've got to stop that.
We've got to stop it. Stop it.
Going to talk to us. We're going to interview the dinosaur next.
Well, that'll be fun.
Hey, by the way, I didn't mention we have Lauren here over there on the...
but Lauren doesn't have a microphone.
She doesn't. And I'm quite sure there's going to be a lot of guys coming in tonight just to meet Lauren. Because she has become very popular.
Well, she's kind of the star of these Just Dinner podcast.
Here's our dinosaur. How are you?
How are you?
Talk into here, dinosaur. How are you out there?
Oh, wow. That's good.
Man,
that's really good.
That's scary.
Yeah. So what kind of reaction have you gotten from the crowd here tonight dressed as a dinosaur at Jurassic Taco?
Yeah, I'm a crowd favorite.
You are a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
Along with the Jurassic Taco. That's by far the crowd favorite, but I'm in second place.
Nice.
So what you're telling me is all these people are actually here just to see you tonight.
Yes.
The food is just a nice...
Lots of pictures, lots of interviews done.
And are they all wanting to get their picture with you?
Everyone.
Every one of them.
In El Mundo.
Yeah. Make them do it. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see you, Dinosaur.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Bob, we've got some guests with us right now.
Well, that's terrific.
These guys just ate.
Really? And how was the food?
Oh,
Incredible.
it was amazing.
Amazing. Tell us your names really quick.
I'm Haley.
Haley?
I'm Joe.
And Joe.
And Joe.
Well, thanks for coming tonight.
No problem.
And it was great food.
It was great food.
Great food.
The chorizo taco was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
We were talking about.
I've been looking, and everybody's food looks amazing.
I've ordered the keto taco with the extra meat option. So this is a
Make sure you
protein
get the
dinosaur
onions
style.
on it. The caramelized onions.
Wow.
Good.
So what would you tell everyone about dating in Provo?
That's a good question. It's very, very unique.
It is unique.
It's unique. Everyone wants to find something better.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
It is a big problem.
How do we fix it? Haley, come on, how do we fix all this?
I think it starts by just building friendships.
Building friendships.
Yep.
And that's what this is all about. That's what this Just Dinner is all about.
It's just friendships.
It's just friends.
And so, I'm sorry, are you folks here on a date, or are you just friends, or what is going on here? What are your intentions with this young lady?
Completely platonic, am I right?
Platonic.
She's dating my final companion from the mission.
Is that right?
It's true.
I like to say that I set him up. I don't know if that's true.
But the two of you were in the same mission at the same time.
Yeah.
Came
And it was the
friends.
New York, Manhattan mission.
Yeah. That's
right.
And how long have you been back?
I've been back about eight and a half months or so.
Oh, okay.
And I've only been back for 4.
For what?
4.
For 4 months. Okay, so it was just recently. So you were there during the whole COVID thing.
right.
So that had to be
Yeah.
kind of scary because that was like ground zero for
It
people.
was crazy.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. We're glad you made
this
it alive.
is a great example of what happens when two friends get together. You can just go have dinner and talk.
Have a
And
conversation.
that's great. And get to know each other better.
So you've recently just returned to the dating culture after 4 months. Were you at BYU before your mission?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I was.
and so when you came here, where are you from originally?
Boise, Idaho.
From Boise, Idaho. I used to live in Nampa.
Oh,
I love
I love
Boise.
the area.
It's a great area,
Yeah.
isn't it? So when you came here originally, you were probably assuming there'd be a lot of dating going on.
Yeah.
In around BYU, because you got 60,000 people who are between 18 and 30.
Yeah.
Were you surprised by that, or did you find that there was a lot of dating going on?
No, actually, I felt like I was a pretty outgoing person, and I went to like lots of events and things like that, and I actually only went on like 5 or 6 dates for like the whole semester, my first semester, and like of those 5 or 6 dates, I think I asked out 4 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were the predator using the Jurassic Taco.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised at the lack of dating for sure.
So they've just handed me while we're here. This is the keto
Wow.
taco plate
Wow, that looks
with
good.
the extra
Wow.
meat. Doesn't that look good?
Looks really good.
My
It's
Lord.
got, instead of wheat, or corn, it's got a cheese
Wow.
shell, and so I'm
Look at that meat.
I'm anxious to give this a try. So, were you disappointed by that?
Yeah, I think it wasn't exactly what I had hoped for sure.
And so now that you're back from your mission, is the pressure even greater now? Do you feel like this pressure that you have to date, or?
Yeah, I think that it's like I learned a lot on my mission about how to and
How to
Dr.
talk to
Rob-
people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Dr. Robinson talks about it a lot. It's like it really is just dinner,
Yeah.
and something that I've had to like tell myself is it's just food and fun.
Right.
I just you start there.
I like that.
It's just food and fun. Maybe we should change the name of the
it's just food and
podcast.
fun.
Just food and fun.
But then we'd have to pay her, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we
It's
would.
a-
She'd have to pay her
Sign
a
a
royalty
Yeah, we
fee.
better keep it the same.
My Venmo is.
Yeah. But thanks so much
Thank
for
you,
coming
guys.
down here
Thank you.
tonight.
Haley and Joe.
And I hope you had fun.
Appreciate
Sure
it. Thank you
did.
so
And we,
much.
Okay.
we hope your boyfriend lasts after you're hanging out with Joe all
You
night.
have to bring
That's
him
right.
by. And why isn't he here tonight?
We are doing long distance.
Oh,
Oh.
where
Yeah.
is he? He's not still on his mission.
No. He's
See,
at
that would've-
BYU,
that'd have been
Idaho.
I'm the
Oh, he
biggest
is,
fan,
okay.
though. I'm the biggest cheerleader. So.
Yeah.
Well, get him down here where it's not so freezing cold.
We're working on it.
Are
We're
you?
working on it.
Okay. Well, anything we can do to help facilitate that, just let us know.
Perfect.
All right, Haley and Joe,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, we have a couple of guests.
We do, and my mouth is full because I'm now eating this
You are-
keto
and
taco.
it looks amazing.
It is delicious. I got it with the extra steak. Man, it's
Yeah,
just like
it's
killer.
it's oozing steak.
I want to have to eat for a week.
Well, how are you guys?
We have some guests here.
Good. Tell us your names.
Yeah, so I'm Lara.
Laura
And I'm Cameron.
and Cameron.
And Laura is from Maryland.
Yes.
And Cameron, you are from
California.
what part?
Wow, that's
Near
different
San
sides of the
Diego.
world.
Near San Diego. That's a good place to live down
one
there.
of the
What are you
best,
doing
yeah.
here, Cameron? I mean, what are you doing here?
I'm at BYU studying accounting.
Oh, but wouldn't you rather be in San Diego? Why did you ever leave there?
Yeah, really.
No idea. I didn't get accepted into schools there, so I had to just kind of give up on that idea.
Well, you can always go back. Are the parents there?
Yes.
Well, you can go stay with them. In fact, we all should go stay with them. Would you mind if Tom and I come and stay with your parents?
They make good food, so go for
Okay.
it.
Wow, there we go.
Yeah, I think I'll join in that too.
Okay, we're all doing it. Road trip. Road trip. Now, talking about good food, we're at Jurassic Taco tonight. Have you tried it?
I have. We did. It was super good.
What did you get?
We just got the little street tacos. I think we did.
Al Pastor and carne asada.
Yeah,
Oh.
super good.
Wow, good, good. And so, are you here on a date?
Yes.
And so, who facilitated this? Did you ask, or did Cameron
Yeah,
ask?
I actually asked.
I like that. Cameron,
do.
how
I
did
like
you
that
feel
too.
about having a girl ask you on a date? Was it weird?
No, it always feels good. It's
Yeah.
kind of flattering.
It
so-
is
It is
flattering.
flattering, isn't it?
It
not,
is.
not that ever happened to me, because I came back from the dark ages, when we just had arranged marriages.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I know.
but I think it would be somewhat flattering to have, it's the same way either way, to have someone pick you and say, I would like to spend time with you.
Yes.
So did you know each other well before this?
We do. We're really good friends. We're from the same friend group, so we hang out a lot.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
So how was it to sit and have tacos and just sit and talk?
It was just good. Pretty casual, just fun.
Yeah. I never get to talk to her one-on-one, so it was good to get to her a little
I
bit.
know.
right.
Yeah, I'm even more fun one-on-one. So
Yeah, sure. Well, I've found you to be really good in a classroom setting.
thank you.
Yeah, very fun.
Appreciate that.
So Laura, now back in Maryland, when you were a young girl growing
Yes.
up, you probably envisioned that when you came to Brigham Young University, that this would be the mecca of dating.
I did actually. I will admit, I fell for that.
And what was
I
your
fell for it.
experience when you got here?
I found that it was just like the same as it was in Maryland. Like, I don't know. I just like still didn't go on dates. It was just I thought I didn't go on dates in Maryland just because like there weren't any boys, but
There's a lot of boys here.
I know there are a ton of boys here, and I still didn't go on dates. So
And so, did you have to become aggressive and ask boys out? Did that become part of your program?
I think I just came to a realization that I just like should probably be more friendly to people. And so then after I started like branching out and like started making more friends, I've been on more dates since then.
That's good. That's good advice.
That is. And so, when you became more friendly, More eye contact, more listening. What does friendly mean? More laughing at people's jokes?
I don't know. Just like genuinely caring about people. I think just
Taking an interest in
exactly.
in other
Like
people.
taking interest in other people, just like genuinely caring about who they are. And I think too, like last semester I was in a class and like my teacher really drove home the point that like you should be going on dates to make lots of friends.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I know. So I
Oh.
super loved it, and that's when I was like, okay, I really need to just start making friends with people, and so it's
And
been
who
fun.
knew? Who knew that would work?
I know. Who knew?
And so why do you think it is, Laura, that we have this kind of dysfunctional dating situation? You know, it's everywhere, but here you would think that when you have nearly 60,000 like-minded members of our church, that there'd be a lot of dating that would be going on. Why do you think it isn't?
I mean, for me personally, like for a really long time, I thought dating was just super cringy because it was associated with like a lot of pressure of like, you go on a date and you need to be thinking about like where it's gonna go.
Don't say the M word.
No, yeah, don't say the M word. So I think that's probably why. It's just like, or like, sometimes I would go on dates and my roommates would be like, oh, like who is that? I'm like, literally a good friend. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We're just friends.
So the roommates are already picking out the colors of their wedding dresses that they're going to be in.
Yeah, exactly. But we've gotten a lot better. We've had conversations about it now. so now anytime someone goes on a date, it's just casual. It's like, oh, they're just going on a date. That's fun.
Tell those girls back off. Back off, sisters.
Exactly.
Good. Now, Cameron, in San Diego, was there a lot of dating going on in the LDS culture there?
Not really.
Not too much?
Like, it'd just be maybe every once in a while for like all the people I knew, but for the most part, it was just a lot of them were older, so I didn't really know too many people like my age, and so the dating scene it was like a disparity between ages, so I didn't really know too much of what was happening there.
So you were so excited to come here to BYU and date. What did you find it to be datorama here when you got here?
I popped off my freshman year.
You did?
Yeah. And then after that, slowly declined.
Oh. Well, you peaked. You peaked too soon.
Peaked too
You're
soon.
like the Jazz. You always peak too soon.
Yeah, strong in the first half. And
Well,
then just
that's
downhill.
exactly what happened the other night, you know. So, you know, it just happens. It happens. So we're trying to find solutions to this dysfunctional nature of the dating here.
Yeah.
And that's why we came up with this concept of just having conversations. We call it just dinner, but it's really just conversation. And so you guys have known each other for a while as friends, but did you find it enjoyable just to have a conversation with a friend?
Oh, definitely.
And why so?
Because she's a friend. It's
Yeah.
always good to hang out with them.
That's
It
good.
is.
That's good.
Yeah. Was it easy to find things to talk about, or was it awkward?
No, it was super easy because we already know each other pretty well. But it's like fun when you can get to know friends on like a really more personal level. So.
Is it awkward me now asking you questions about the awkwardness of
I don't think so. Just because we're such good friends. I don't know.
Well, you're good sports to be our
Yes.
guinea pigs
Yeah.
on this. Well, thank you so
Yeah,
much
thanks,
for
guys.
joining us.
It's very
and thanks
nice
for
to
coming.
meet-
I hope you enjoyed the dinner.
Yeah, it was
That was
super
good.
good. I recommend.
Okay.
Good. 5
We've
stars.
got Laura here's recommending. Laura
Yeah,
from
Jurassic
Maryland.
Taco. Everyone come.
Okay, there you go. You can't beat that recommendation.
I can't. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
All right, thank
Have
you.
fun tonight.
Hey, Bob. Guess what? We have some more guests.
My mouth
And
is full.
this is a couple I know. These two are in my class. This is Hannah and Andrew. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
How was the
Thank
food?
you. It was good.
It was amazing.
I really liked it.
Yeah. What'd you have?
I had, what did we have? Carne
You had-
asada and
That's what I've been eating right now.
now.
For the street tacos.
It's 2 street
Yeah.
tacos.
Very good.
Yeah. And chips.
You got the deal.
We got the
We
deal.
did
Yeah.
$15
We did get a
deal.
deal. Cool.
Man, that is a deal. isn't
Okay,
it?
so these two are in my class. How did this happen? That you guys happen to come tonight together?
We're just friends from freshman year, and then we just
And now we're here.
And that's
wanted
what.
to try
And here you are at
here we
Jurassic
are.
Taco. Who knew?
Yep.
Who would have thought?
And that's what it's
Freshman
Jonas.
to Jurassic Taco.
That's
We're
what
like-
it's Jonas Dinner is all about. It's
Yeah.
we want you coming and being friends and talking. So
Exactly.
That's great.
Exactly.
So now you're both in Tom's advertising class in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
School of Communications.
Yeah.
And so he talks about this all the time, doesn't he? Is he a little obsessed with it?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a tad.
Don't you feel like telling him, look, just back off on this, it's just dinner thing. Give us all a break.
Back off on the dating thing.
No, I think everyone likes it.
Oh, good.
Everyone wants the stories and the tips.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have any tips for us tonight?
Oh.
What's the best way to get friends to go out and talk and have dinner together?
I think just asking. People
that
don't
easy.
want. People don't want to maybe ask. So if you just ask, usually people just want to.
Yeah.
And
well, we've always said it's the one
Yeah.
thing everyone shares in common is eating.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you just ask, right?
And people want to be invited. So just invite.
Who asked whom tonight?
I asked you, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Way
It's
to
like,
way to be
oh.
stand up, man.
Appreciate it. Well, yeah. Well, we were FaceTiming the other night. We were talking, and we both knew we were in the class.
Yeah.
Like, wait, why aren't we just going together? That's
How about that?
Easy
How
as
about
that.
So it was, do you eat? Well, yes, I do. Perhaps we should eat together.
Exactly.
if I got
you
the
go.
opportunity for you.
It was
Very good.
simple and it was easy, and here we are.
And I was putting the pressure on Hannah last night to come. And she said, hey, I've already got it taken care of.
Well,
She
good
says,
for
I've
you,
already
Hannah.
got it. So.
I'm so proud of you.
So
And so, the premise of why we're doing this tonight and why this restaurant has agreed to sponsor us on this is because we think it's important for people to just relax, have fun, and get to know somebody.
Yeah.
Whether you just knew them from freshman year, then their class, or it's someone you met on mutual, or a complete stranger.
Right.
The concept is just sitting down with someone, having eye contact, and having a conversation. And a lot of it doesn't have to be any more than that. It can just be that simple.
it's just dinner.
Yeah. But it's so much better than eating alone.
Oh, man.
It is.
So much better. It is
We
simple.
need to make that our tagline. It's just dinner. It's so much better than eating alone.
Than eating
Do
alone.
we have to pay her for that, Tom?
It is.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get that. We're going to copyright that one, too.
As an advertising professor, have we got to pay her for that, or are we okay?
I think we're okay on that one.
So we can say it again.
I like that a lot because it is better than eating alone. And
It
that's
is.
one of the things I try to tell everyone is that you have two choices. You can sit home and eat alone, or you can find someone to go to dinner with. And it's so
Yeah.
much more fun to sit and talk,
Yeah.
right? And how did the conversation go between you guys tonight?
Good. What did we talk about? I don't even know.
I don't even remember.
Oh, he might be a therapist one day.
Oh, interesting.
Is that your plan?
I don't know.
or you just might be.
We're just throwing darts.
You're going to be an advertising
He
therapist?
just,
I don't know, man.
He just might someday decide to be a therapist.
So I can just see you come out now, doctor. I've got a problem with advertising. Okay, sit down here. Let's talk about it. When I'm watching YouTube videos, those ads just pop up, and it triggers me.
Right.
Triggering. You gotta recognize the triggers.
You do, yes.
So what's the one thing you would tell everybody tonight about getting together and going out to dinner? What's the one hint that you would get other than just ask?
Just don't be afraid to keep it casual.
There you go.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with low stakes meal with friends. It's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be a big deal.
Good.
The less pressure you put on it, the better.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We're getting some good taglines out of this. It's
We are.
better than eating alone. Keep it casual.
Yeah.
See, these are
Just
advertising.
ask.
These are
Just
advertising
ask.
people right
These
here.
are good advertising people right
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
The world's in good shape. The future of advertising, I think,
We're
is strong.
set.
Well, you two think you're delightful.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
you're
Thank
wonderful to have in class.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Thanks for coming
Thank
tonight.
you.
Yeah,
of
It was
course.
a great night.
It's good.
It was.
Good.
Good event.
Did you get a picture with the dinosaur?
We did.
did.
Good.
We did.
Excellent.
This is a big night for you, then, isn't it?
Oh, it was wonderful.
All kinds of
Yeah.
things off the bucket
Yeah.
list.
All right, guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Bob. I want to introduce you to a couple of my special students here that are
Special
on.
students?
They're not special, but they're special to me.
Well, I'm glad to hear
And
that.
these are two young people that have helped me to organize this event tonight.
Oh, okay. So you put this thing together tonight.
Yeah.
We've been helping out. Yeah.
This is Ronnie and Cam.
Ronnie and Cam, welcome to the podcast.
How do you think it's going?
It's going pretty
Excellent.
good so far. Yeah.
I'm kind of
What a good
surprised that
turnout.
this many people came because I didn't think Tom was really that big of a draw, but it
Right.
turns out he is. He's huge,
He's
isn't
got
he?
some clout. Yeah.
Man, he brings them in.
He is on TikTok, so
Yeah, well, he's a
TikTok
TikTok star. I mean,
famous.
everywhere he goes, people follow him.
TikTok famous, so
This is all his fans.
Yeah, that's great. And so, have you had a chance to talk to people in the crowd What are they saying about this event and Jurassic Taco?
Yeah, no, we've been filming some TikToks, some Instagram reels, asking people some funny questions. So far, like, we've had some pretty good responses. It's been really fun to, like, talk to them, so I'm excited
what kind of
about
questions do you ask them?
We've been giving them, like, 3 people, like 3 famous celebrities or something, and just asking them who would they take to dinner out of those 3 people.
Oh, nice.
And who are the 3? Ask me. Let me try here.
Okay.
Okay, who would you take? Mitt Romney?
No.
George Clooney?
No. Maybe.
Or,
he's a handsome man.
Or Shakira?
Oh, Shakira. I would pick Shakira.
Now, that was easy.
That would be an easy answer for me.
You should have started with Shakira.
although it just depends on which one would say yes.
That's true.
So I think in Utah, Mitt Romney would be the most likely to say yes because he's desperate for votes. So I can see him having a sign that says, "I will date for votes." Where the other 2 probably have a large social calendar that might not involve a 64-year-old
Shakira could be fun.
professor.
She would be fun.
She would be fun if she
Great
would ride that
conversation,
elephant
for
and
sure.
sing, like she does in the video. Then
I
would do that date. Who wouldn't do that date?
I heard her hips don't lie, but
It's just a rumor going around.
It's just a rumor.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah. Well, you guys are fabulous. These 2 are just amazing. They've been such a huge help in organizing this event and
it's been fun.
getting the It's Just Dinner kind of out there and going.
Well, it's been huge. I mean, we've had a steady crowd here for the past hour. This place has just been packed.
Yeah.
No, it's a great turnout. I think
great.
It's been super fun. Super
And so,
fun.
are you getting your? Did you get your picture with the dinosaur?
We did.
We
did. Okay.
We got a photo shoot.
Well, you guys, thank you. You're amazing. You're wonderful. You've been so much fun.
Yes.
And don't give up because we've got other events coming up.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
We're going
super
to do,
excited.
We look forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you guys. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, we got some more guests with us.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up on the interview line.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Doing great.
Why don't you tell us your name?
I'm Savannah.
Savannah?
I'm Dustin.
And Dustin.
Savannah, where are you from?
Salt Lake area.
Salt Lake area. I've heard of it.
It's a big area.
Bountiful.
Yeah. Close. Really close. Yeah. It's really fun.
And where are you from, Dustin?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. That's a long ways away.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little way out there.
Well, the weather there is great in the winter.
I know.
Why in the world would you come here?
School.
Oh, well, good excuse.
Go Cougars, right?
Yeah,
it's just a little cheaper than North Carolina.
Well, good for you. Glad to have you here.
So, how did you guys meet?
So we met through a mutual friend.
Yeah.
A mutual friend.
One of my roommates is his childhood best friend.
Yeah, it's like we were best friends since middle school.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Very good.
So not the mutual app, the mutual friend.
The actual mutual friend.
The actual mutual friend.
that's
actually
how it should
works,
be.
so-
That's darned impressive right
It is
there.
impressive.
Kind of low tech though.
Yeah.
It's not
A little
lot of-
old school.
Yeah, it's old school. It's old school, but it works. Whatever works.
Yeah. It's
So,
awesome.
how did you hear about this tonight?
We actually were just coming for dinner. Like,
You were-
for
it
fun.
was just dinner?
We literally
Yeah.
did not even hear that this was
What?
a thing.
What?
So
Yeah.
we just lucked out. Got to
That's
meet
one
you
of our
guys
friends'
and-
birthdays, and he wanted to come here for dinner, so we.
So here you are.
Here we are.
Win-win-win, right?
Yeah. Well, now you're on the podcast.
I know,
Yeah.
I love it.
Who
Exciting.
knew tonight that you would be going to dinner, getting Jurassic Tacos, and be guests on a podcast?
I know.
Oh, it's so exciting.
It's the
So
first
excited.
time.
I'm so happy
first time
for
for
the two of
everything.
you.
Yeah, seriously.
This has been hopping out
This
here
is a
tonight.
life-changing
so-
moment.
I
for
know.
you.
Well,
I
how
know.
was the food?
So I haven't taken a bite yet.
Yeah, neither have I. We
and
just
I've
ordered.
never been here.
We
So
need
did
to
you
let
just
you guys
order?
eat.
You're
Yeah, we
waiting
just
for your-
ordered.
Just ordered.
What did you get?
I got just the street taco with steak and chicken. What'd you get?
Yeah, I got street tacos with carne asada and al pastor.
Oh, yeah.
So you were happy to just wander into
Oh,
our
100%.
$15 deal
Well,
here.
yeah, and we saw this nice lady out here in her Jurassic
Yeah.
suit, so we
The
were like, we better
dinosaur.
check that out.
Better
yeah.
find out what's going
Oh,
on
yeah.
there.
Must mean it's
Oh,
official.
yeah.
Did you get a picture with the dinosaur?
No, we will
Not
on the way
yet,
out.
on the
for
way
sure.
out.
You need to, yeah,
Good.
man, and you need to
Yeah.
post it. We've got.
Oh, yeah,
you can
yeah.
win a gift
tag us
certificate.
on
Oh,
Instagram.
awesome.
Yeah, I am giving
Even more
away,
incentives.
I am giving away 3 $25 gift cards.
To here?
To here.
Oh, okay.
So the Fernando, the owner, has given those to us to give away tonight. So make sure you sign up on the sheet.
Yeah, for sure.
So then put your name, and then we're going to have a drawing and draw some of these out.
Awesome.
So let me just tell you a little bit about Fernando Felix, the owner of this
Yeah,
joint.
let's hear it.
Please. He started just selling his tacos in his driveway to his neighbors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every Saturday.
And so he did that until he earned enough money to buy a food truck.
So he just was like grilling all and just set up
in the driveway.
Awesome.
That is definitely authentic.
Yes.
Very authentic.
And those are street tacos. Well, they're driveway tacos.
Right.
And so then now he has 8 food trucks.
No way.
And he has 2 of these locations. He's opening up 4 more this year.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Where's the other location, the second one?
Pleasant Grove.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And then
he's
going
in Spanish Fork.
Yeah.
He's going to open up the most recent one will be Spanish Fork.
He needs to make it to Salt Lake, where I'm from.
Well, there you go. So, maybe you could run his franchise for him. You're busy going to college.
I can make time.
How has it been having conversation so far? Is this the first time that you've gone out on an actual date?
Yeah, that's the first date.
Oh,
really?
So me and Dustin actually have very similar personalities.
Yes.
So I don't feel like it's very hard for us to talk.
That's good.
We're both pretty extroverted, so I don't think we've ever had like a moment where there's been silence.
Yeah.
Bob and I are quite introverted.
Are you?
Oh, really?
Well,
I wouldn't have guessed.
Very much so.
Just typical for college professors.
You guys are both at BYU, yeah?
We are.
We're in the School of Communication, so
super cool.
Yeah.
communicating is not our. Well, I guess it is.
Should be your forte.
It is our thing.
If it's not, we're in trouble, or the students are in trouble.
Well, if you don't know, It's Just Dinner is about people just going out, sharing a meal, sitting down and just talking.
Yeah.
And having fun getting to know each other. So I think you happen to just fall into one of the greatest things that you could have ever done tonight.
I know.
This is so fortuitous for you that this happened to you tonight.
Just our luck.
This is a journal entry,
Good sign, right?
I'm sure.
Journal entry, there you go.
And so the reason that we started this and the reason we do this podcast is because we have found that in our culture, primarily, that there's so much pressure put on dating.
Yeah, totally.
So people say things like, every person you date, you should look into their eyes, and that could be your future eternal companion. So it like freaks everyone out, like this could be the one. And so, your roommates are picking out the colors of your wedding, and you're just like, look, it's a first date.
So true.
And so that's why Tom and I, we donate our time, because we feel this is a way to save humanity from the apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
And I really think there's like a reputation even before the date. Like, there has to
build
be.
Up?
Yeah, like, I have to text him, or he texted me. Like, let me read into this text in depth, Or I feel like that's just
Or you have to get the opinions of every single person.
Right. Well, what do you think?
True.
What should I say back to her text?
Yeah, right.
100%.
Exactly.
And so that didn't exist back when Brigham Young and I were students.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you, he dated a lot. He was always
pretty successful, right?
He was. He had no problem getting dated. But not me so much. I was just kind of like a one-person, dating thing. But everybody has their own deal,
Right.
But I think back in that time, BYU this was in the early 80s. And late 70s, it was datorama.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have 2 dates in one night, and it wasn't odd.
Yeah. Totally.
And I think because we didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
We didn't have video games. We didn't have movies to watch.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody had any money, and so
I don't think that's changed.
Well,
the money part.
I mean, no money in the sense that a date was walking to the Wilkinson Center.
Right.
Yeah.
And there weren't that many restaurants around Provo back then.
True,
it was kind of an isolated.
There's such a high expectation now, we have to go out and do this, or we have to go sit,
Spend
and then
a
we
lot of
have
money.
to, like you went on a date last night.
Yeah.
$30
Yeah, like
later.
$30 on a date, and then this one, it's only $15.
Oh, there you go.
Much better deal.
Yeah,
Much better.
Much
Just
It's a
because
little
of
bit
you
more
guys.
fun, right?
Well, it was
because of
worth
you.
the extra $15.
Oh, yeah.
It would be worth the extra $15 just to meet us.
Oh, 100%. I would come here just for free.
It was half price, and you got to meet us. This is your night.
So awesome.
This is your night.
This is awesome.
Well, good. Well, thank you so much.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having us.
Here's a consolation prize.
Oh, sweet.
That you
Thank you so
and
much.
you got an
We don't-
ex-gendered sticker.
This is for your computer or your water bottle.
This is going right on my water bottle when I
Tell
get home.
everyone about It's Just Dinner and how easy it is just to go out and talk.
Maybe I should just put it on my car so everyone can just see.
You can do that.
And with my number.
Well,
wow. Well, thank you guys.
Well,
very
you guys
much.
are delightful. Let me know when you become doctors, and I'll come down with some disease that you can.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I'm going to hold off.
We'll do.
We'll follow
you're
up
not
with
going
that.
into cancer specialist, are you?
No, I
Good.
haven't thought about it.
Because
at least.
don't. I don't.
I was
Because
like,
don't
I
wanna
actually
do
have,
that. You know, something simple.
Yeah.
You know. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys so
Thank you
much.
so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
We'll see ya.
All right, we have two new people that have come up to talk to us.
It's always so exciting to meet new people
It
here,
is
isn't it,
fun.
Tom?
So tell us your names.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Becca.
Hi, Becca and Jeremy.
Welcome.
And but Jeremy had me in class.
Did he really?
Yeah, and he's still talking to me.
Is he a good professor?
He is
Did he
all
gi-
right, I guess.
Just his average? Did he give you an A? Did you
I
get
mean,
an A in there?
he helped me get in the advertising program.
Oh,
so
well, there you go.
He
So-
must be a good professor.
Hey, there you go.
You must be.
There you go.
And Becca, what is your major?
Industrial design.
Industrial
Well, that's
design.
kinda like
How
advertising.
exciting. Well, it's
Not
not
really.
anything
No.
like. It's completely.
A lot of people say that though. They're like, "Oh,
yeah,
cool."
it's all
that's similar."
creative and designing. So
It's nothing like advertising
No.
at all. And so, industrial design is that in the entrepreneurial school? Is that are you
It's
in the
school of
Crabtree?
it's in the School of Technology, but we're moving
for
over
now.
to Fine Arts this year.
Oh,
Are
really?
you really? See, that's our college, so we will welcome you. Welcome,
Welcome.
Becca.
Yeah,
Welcome
you
to
should,
the College
and she,
of Fine
and
Arts.
she just said it wasn't creative.
No, it is
And she-
creative. It's not advertising.
It's not advertising.
It's very creative.
Tom, everything that's creative is not advertising.
Wait,
If only
what?
it could be.
What?
I think I could have been successful in advertising.
I think you could too if you want to
Yeah,
jump
she
over.
has the mind for it.
Well,
yeah.
a
Jeremy always
creative
talks to
mind.
me about his advertising projects. So,
So very cool. Did you guys eat?
yes.
Yeah, we
How
just
was your
finished.
meal?
It was
ma-
awesome. Yeah,
It was the perfect
it was really
amount
good.
of food.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yes.
like that was just right for us. Not
Yeah.
too full.
did you get the street tacos, the $15 deal?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
They're having that deal tonight just specially for the It's Just Dinner crowd.
Yeah, we know. Lauren told me
So-
all about it.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
you're welcome that we
Thank you.
arranged this for you.
Thank you guys very much.
Was it worth it to come?
Yeah. it
Oh
was.
yeah, absolutely.
How did you hear about it?
From Lauren, we actually work together at BYU TV.
You work with Lauren?
I do.
Wow.
At BYU TV, what do you do there?
Well, I'm an editor, so do editing like promos and stuff
Oh,
for them.
good for you.
It's really fun.
We've had to beat the boys off tonight. I've had to run interference because they all want to meet Lauren.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine so.
So,
I mean, we're always trying to set Lauren up with people.
are you?
Yeah, we're also
she's-
doing that constantly.
She's a big star on the podcast
Yes,
now.
she
and
is.
So everybody hears
kinda
her
like
voice
the-
and they all
all
want to
the
meet
boys know
Lauren.
about
She's
so.
the queen of It's Just Dinner somehow. That happened, I don't know. And so you're here on a date?
So we're married.
Oh, you're married.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't preclude you from being here on a date.
No, we are on a date,
So
but
they
it's
are
a
on a
marriage
date.
date.
It's a
Wow.
marriage date.
Well, good.
How
Now
long
we-
have you
we
been
can-
married?
7 months.
Several months.
7.
7 months.
But also
I thought-
several,
I
yes.
thought you don't want to say because this thing might not work out. So we don't want to say how many
no,
months
it's
exactly.
definitely working out.
7 months. So you're,
Yeah, since
you're,
August.
you're
The
experts
newlyweds.
now at
Oh
marriage.
yeah, we know everything.
You can give advice to other people.
So what is your advice? We have all these young people here tonight, and they're getting together and having dinner. So what's your advice for them?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. We were just talking about because we were just thinking about the It's Just Dinner, the whole thing, because I've heard about it from you before.
Multiple
Well,
times.
everyone
times.
has. It's the most talked about thing on BYU's campus.
But like Blake came over and asked us if we want to do an interview. We're like, do we have anything to say? And she's like, well, our first date was just lunch. And I was like, oh yeah, that's true.
Wow.
And we had never met because we met on Mutual.
Oh,
So-
yeah, well, here we go with
So,
mutual.
so you
again.
met on the mutual app and you swiped. You liked each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you saw each other's photo and you said, "Yeah, I'd go out with him."
Yeah,
she's cute.
I thought it would be funny if I photoshopped pizza into his profile picture where he was holding a skateboard.
Oh,
So I used my skills I learned at school and,
You're
not gonna-
your
not gonna
industrial design skills.
Now, how do you
That are not
how-
advertising.
How do you not think that's advertising?
It's not. It's design.
So that's how I got his phone number because I said, hey, I made this picture I want to send you, and it was of himself with holding pizza.
Holding pizza.
Now that's
and he thought that was
impressive.
funny, so then
Yeah.
he said, let's
Let's
go
go
on a
out.
date.
Wow.
It was
So-
the
And
first
it was
time,
the
yeah.
best first date I've ever been on.
I'd like to take
Really?
credit
Okay,
for
now
this,
wait.
Jeremy.
Wait. Now, so it was the best first date you ever begun. What made it the best first date you've ever been on?
I think because we're both mutually interested in each other
Uh-huh.
and excited for the date, and so the conversation just flowed, and it was like 2.5 hours long, maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the restaurant staff were definitely invested in our date.
So I'm guessing that you had probably been on other first dates that not go that well as far as conversation.
Yeah, I think it was all about the conversation for me, and we both felt like the other person was like listening and interested, and dated for almost 2 years, and then got married last summer.
I hope people are listening to that. That's so smart. That's so smart.
So now you went on the first date. I'm sorry, I'm getting back into the minutia of this, and it's fun for you to relive it anyway, isn't it? I mean, really. and so you went on this first date. The conversation went really well. You spent 2.5 hours together. How did the second date get facilitated?
Oh, do you want to explain that? Because it was your doing.
So we didn't really know each other, obviously, because we met on the internet.
Right.
But I was trying to be safe about it. So I was trying to think of okay, is there like a public event or place we can go to? And there was a BYU homecoming football game coming up.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm not a football fan.
And I'm not either.
It's okay.
But I was willing to I was like, maybe he's a football fan. So I invited him to go, and we each paid like $30 a ticket because we didn't have passes.
Wow.
Turns out neither of us even like football. And it was raining and snowing, but we stayed almost the whole time.
So he didn't like football.
No.
He liked you.
Yeah.
That's right.
And same with me.
And you liked him, so you were willing to shell out $30 just to be with this guy again.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wow, that's saying a lot, isn't it? That's a big deal. Right there. Go to a football game that you don't even like to go to.
No. We did not pay attention. We just talked to each other.
I was going to say, that conversation must have been really interesting when you realized neither one of you liked football.
Well, I think, what did you say when I kept saying, it's okay if we go?
It was cold, and so she kept saying, it's okay if we go if you don't want to stay. Trying to hint at, I don't want to be here. But it took me 3 times before I was like, oh, she doesn't want to be here. Yeah, we can leave. Let's get out of here.
And so then it just went on from there. And how long did you date before you actually got married?
Almost 2 years.
Wow, that's great.
So that was a time to really get to know each other and find out that you both don't like football and other things, foods and things that you both like and you don't like. So when did he pop the question? Or did you ask him?
It was actually almost, no, he asked me. Well, we decided to get married before he officially asked me.
Yes.
But it was actually almost exactly a year ago. It was a general conference weekend on Easter.
Now that's darn romantic right there. Yeah. Did he hide the ring in an Easter egg or something?
It was a golden Easter egg.
Yeah.
Oh, quite a romantic.
Yes.
That's about $5 from Target. So if anyone wants to do
put out $5 for you there. That's true love.
The ring was a little more expensive than that, but yeah,
that's great. Wow, what a great story.
Congratulations. That is a great story. Very fun. So I think the thing when we dissect this, the thing that really happened here was that you found someone that you were comfortable having a conversation with.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's great.
And that seems to be the key to relationships, is just that ability to find common things and talk about them. Mm-hmm. And you don't find that with everybody.
You should tell him what you always tell me about. So I talk a lot, and Jeremy is not a big talker, and he's been on dates with other girls that also talk a lot.
Yeah.
But you said there's a key difference.
Well, there's a key difference that what she mentioned before is that the listening aspect of it.
Right.
I'd been on. When I got back from my mission, I went on a first date, and then the girl would be like, "Oh, talk about herself," and then be like, and so would ask me a question about myself, and I would start the answer, and she'd go, "That's so great, that's just like me," and then cut me off, and I'd be like, "Do you even care about me at all?"
It's all about her.
Yeah. But with Becca, it felt way different, where I'd be like, she genuinely was interested in me and excited about the things I was talking about, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool.
I think there's a good lesson to be learned there for everyone, is that, and Bob's talked about this a lot, is that you listen and you ask follow-up questions to what the person is saying to you, and how important that is in the conversation process.
Heard, and you actually care what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah. Amazing how important that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Thanks so much for
you guys
coming.
Are great. Thanks,
married people going on dates.
I love it. Yeah.
All the people up at Wyoming are going to be so jealous.
and I love their advice that they gave us tonight. Very wise advice for the students.
I think so.
So thank you very much.
Good luck.
Very nice to see you.
Thanks for coming by. And good luck to you.
Well, Tom, it's hard to believe that it's already 7:30.
It's been 2 hours.
We've been 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
We've been here. And during that time, I've had some excellent. I had the keto
taco.
How was it?
It was so good. It was carne asada, and the steak was delicious, and the shell was made out of cheese.
It looked delicious.
It's like I died and went to heaven. Jurassic Taco. I mean, this is now becoming one of my favorite places to go.
And look at the crowd.
It's been packed in here all night.
All night.
This proves the It's Just Dinner podcast pulls people in.
Pull them in. We pull them in. And so
the food had something to do with it.
And it was that, and I think the kids came in and had great conversations. They all everybody looked really happy.
Yes,
so
they did.
They were talking and having a great time.
And it was just dinner. They were just having conversation and enjoying being with someone and getting to know another human being.
And that's what this is all about. This is what you and I have been doing.
This is the goal of our lives, Tom.
So
we're seeing our lives reflected here in the eyes of these kids.
Isn't it fun?
It is fun. It is fun.
So thank you guys all for coming out. Everyone that's listening to us out there, if you weren't here, you missed out on a great time.
Yeah.
If you were here, thanks for coming and enjoying these wonderful tacos here at Jurassic Taco. And be sure to make sure you follow us on Instagram. It's Just Dinner. On Instagram, and also It's Just Dinner on TikTok.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of these videos out tonight that we're going to be sharing, and we're going to have this. Some of this podcast is going to be on Instagram and TikTok as well.
Great.
So we're going to be TikTok famous.
Well, how can you get more famous than the It's Just Dinner podcast?
There's nothing more that you can do.
Well,
Again, thanks for Lauren for being on the engineering board.
As always, the lovely Lauren, the queen
there she
of
is.
the It's Just Dinner podcast.
And thank you, Bob, for being here.
My pleasure.
Hey, everybody, just go have fun out there, would you?